good, guys? Welcome back to the second take. For those that Apple nerd, Apple addict, you name it. This guy fiends for it. Watches all the keynotes, stays up late.
You watch it with me, so what are you talking about? What's good, people? Good takers. I feel like this is my second home.
Dan is back. He's missing for a minute, so let's get into this. The second take where we look back at the week that was, you know what it is.
He needs to start paying me, or pay me more.
My presence is a prison, as Kanye once said.
Oh my god. Quoting Kanye.
I know, oh god, it is embarrassing, ain't it? Shit. Well, before we get into the news, what have you been watching? What TV shows?
Fargo season 2. The Ultimate Fighter. Leftovers, which I love.
Dude, that is the most surreal shit. I was watching it, I was binging it yesterday.
Oh,
it is the most
finally!
head fuck TV show
I
there's ever
love
been.
The Leftovers. The Nick, which is another one that needs to be shouted out. What else? I watched is it Continco or whatever with the agent?
Yeah. I gave Man in the High Castle, I think it was called. I gave that a go.
No, didn't do it for you.
Nah, it's just the performances, the writing's bad. Like people die in front of like very first episode. It's no spoiler. The woman just witnesses her sister get gunned down in the street, and her first instinct is to go home and watch a real film. Like she doesn't react to it. She doesn't run and go no. She's like sees it from a corner. Goes off. Why would you want to sit? It's just stupid.
Maybe she's nuts.
Maybe, but it's stupid. But Leftovers though, man. I haven't watched the most recent episode. I think number 9. I watched up to 8. The spoiler when he's dead. Yeah.
Deep shit. Oh my god. If you don't know, get to know. But
that show is a head fuckery.
And I've been watching a lot of crappy reality TV shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Allow
The Westbrooks.
No, if it ain't Omify, ain't worth watching, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch The Wiz Broadway later as well. There's a Broadway version of The Wiz now, and they aired it on NBC.
Was it Fargo? Dude, that is such an underrated show. This season 2 is way better than the first. In my opinion.
No!
Yes,
I was having this conversation earlier.
The way it's directed, the writing, it's just some point in this season, man. I'm way more engaged in it this season than last season. I love the first season, don't get me wrong. But there's just something more fun about this season, man. It's just, and even, what's her name? Mary Jane. Yeah, even her. She was annoying to begin with.
Oh, the wife?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Dunst.
Fucking hell, she's got some...
She always has done. We just noticed now. Yeah. You forget when she was kissing Spider-Man upside down, she was in that wet t-shirt.
No, it was bollocks. Now it's just like, fuck, has she had a baby or something?
No, she was always like that.
Really?
You were
God
sleeping.
Jeez,
You really are a Spider-Man fan, isn't it?
That's
done.
Yeah,
Fargo, if you ain't watched it yet, watch that shit. So let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it. He's afraid. He edits me out. Are you gonna, is that Batman, Superman?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Samurai Jack is returning.
Yes, I've read.
New episodes, Cartoon Network. Oh, it ain't the movie that they've been promising for God knows how many years.
Yeah.
But I like Samurai Jack. It's one of those films that when
the
I'm
movie
bored,
won't do well.
It wouldn't. They would cast it wrong. It wouldn't.
That would make you white as well.
They would. Same way they went with Last Airbender and this.
Done started.
Did you ever see that one where Aku pretends to be like a girl? He's like a warrior, and Samurai Jack's like, I finally met a kindred spirit. And the whole episode they're just going around doing their shit, fighting bad guys, and then it turns out that she was Aku in disguise. Samurai Jack half us. Fucking wicked. I love that shit.
Remember it.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Well done. I look forward to it. Hopefully it's the same level of...
same guy behind it, man.
Yeah. Then I got faith.
Do you think...
Everything's good.
Okay, let me ask this. What's your best film of the year so far, in your opinion?
There hasn't been one.
So, really?
Yeah, what? I can't even remember this.
It ain't just summer movie.
No. What the hell have I seen this shit? Like, seriously, none of them are memorable.
Really?
Seriously.
There'll be some fun films this year.
Maybe not. This has been the worst year for
maybe
movies in a long time.
Oh, I won't go that far.
It has. It's summer's movies. Don't even get me started. Fantastic Four. Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like it's been pants. It's been
a lot
pants.
of disappointments this year. I'll say that much. Terminator, a lot of disappointments.
I forgot about that as well.
And Bond was it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't what
Mission Impossible was up there for me. It's a decent film.
That was. But anyway, according to the National Board Review, they've rated and voted Mad Max the best film of 2015.
Okay.
Where do you stand on that?
That's all I've got to say on that.
You didn't really.
No, I didn't. I thought it was a great looking film.
Yeah.
Skyfall was a great looking film. Cinematography is great. But Mad Max, it was just dumb.
It's all about the visual. It ain't about.
The storyline was whack. The timeline for me was, where are we? And the whole, let's go that way and let's go back this way.
When you really analyze it, it didn't have the most.
Oh, you admit it now. Excellent.
I enjoyed it, but even I can admit it wasn't the deepest story. And it wasn't really.
Everything's good.
He's got this song stuck in his head. He's just discovered Chance the Rapper, man.
Everything's good.
But yeah, it was.
Yeah, no.
But it was
that shows you how crap this year's been. I'm not being funny. Be honest with yourself right now. That shows how crap this year has been for movies.
Inside Out. A lot of people are heralding that as a classic.
No. A classic is something like Finding Nemo, like The Lion King, like the first Aladdin. You know, like Inside Out was pants. It's almost like I didn't understand why people liked Monsters Inc. Really? It was crap.
No, it was not.
Oh God! Fuck
come
me.
on, Sully.
It's pants.
Cutest.
It's pants. And yeah, I love my animation. I studied animation with this guy at Performing Arts School. It was pants.
No, it wasn't.
It was good. It was.
What about Ant-Man? Not movie of the year, but it was a fun film.
Ant-Man again. Everyone I speak to loves Ant-Man, but I thought you could tell it was thrown together really quick.
Do you think?
There wasn't a lot to it.
Seems to be a common theme here. It seems to be everybody else I speak to thinks this.
And then I don't.
So what's going on? Is that you think you're the problem here? You're the common denominator? There's something going on?
No, it's just probably I look at things a lot more than others do.
Need medication or something?
You know? No. Ant-Man was fun, but really, let's be honest. Was it
fun?
Great fun.
It wasn't great fun, but it was just
fun.
It
was dumb. And again, it pissed me off how when you looked at his crooked friends, it was a Hispanic and black guy. Why didn't he have white crooked friends? I just don't get
There
that.
was one white guy. Didn't say much. He was a computer one.
But that's not why I didn't appreciate Ant-Man. It was just
Ant-Man.
It was just Ant-Man. The only good thing about Ant-Man that I really did love was my girl. I've forgotten her name from Lost.
Evangeline Lilly. Yeah. But you're still looking forward to the next one, aren't you?
I think the next one's going to be better. I think they're going to build on it. If you remember X-Men, the first X-Men, we liked it just because it was X-Men on the big screen. But really, when you watch it, it
doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up. I agree with you with that one.
You know what I mean? And then when they bought
X-Men
it
movie.
next, it was like, yeah.
X2 was.
It started building, and so for me, you know.
Well, these are just the blockbusters. We ain't even getting into the more indie shit. But we should do an end of year review.
Yeah, we definitely should actually.
We won't speak too much on it now. We'll kind of look at it. We'll go through the list of what's been out this year, big and small, and we'll do a discussion. I'll cut back and forth between discussion with Dan. I'll do one with Salo. We'll just cut back on what we feel. Black Panther on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. Dude, the more I see this costume, the more I'm liking it. I wasn't one of these people that was
it was so shit.
Really, the more people were really excited about Black Panther, and people, I guess a lot of people expected, being a black guy, oh, you must be excited seeing a black hero, and I didn't really care. I was just pretty ambivalent towards it.
Not about
but
that.
I'm winning over the footage I saw of him in the Civil War trailer. I was like, yeah, and this photo shoot of images of him in Entertainment Weekly, yeah, I'm liking it. Except for the fact that Entertainment Weekly figured they'd take the piss out of this guy by having meow above his head, taking all the power away from this prince. What was another thing they said? They quoted, his nails are sharper than a Hollywood housewife.
Wow. Talk about demasculated. As far as the costume goes, it looked cheap.
Really? No way.
It looked cheap.
Dude, what do you think?
It looked like, I can't remember what superhero film it is, almost, and when they had their first costume, it looks really cheap. What? And then afterwards, then they come with the real, and when I look at Wolverine in the X-Men's costume, when I look at Captain America's costume, when I look at Iron Man's awesome costume.
Which one?
It improves over from when you see the first one. And I hope they do something like Black Panther looks like Catwoman.
Oh, come on.
It looked like Catwoman stitched these costumes from him. Out of whatever hide they could find. It was alright.
It looks sick.
It was alright.
It looks sick.
I haven't seen it on the cover. I'm talking from the clip of
what's on?
the Civil War.
What about the character? You still interested in?
Yeah, do you know what? Honestly, I watched the animation series they did, which I think is still a bit of a piss take that they only brought out that.
Yeah.
He hasn't had his own animation movie, full length.
No.
Which the rest have, and I think he deserves that as a character.
He was never a big popular character. Even when I was buying comics, I never bought Black Panther.
I'm not being funny, no, but I'm not being funny. To be fair, Wolverine was never the best character in X-Men, and now they've made him the pinnacle.
I think
Iron Man wasn't.
Yeah, I have to
best
disagree with
character.
you with that. Iron Man, he wasn't, but I have to disagree with Wolverine. Wolverine was the one I was drawn to. It was just cool. It's the blades and the fact he was always angry.
I like Morph.
You're alone on that one. No one else likes
Morph was cold.
Yeah.
And Cyclops.
Cyclops was the geek, man. Everyone hated Cyclops.
Oh, come on.
Mr. Do-Good.
Yeah, Cyclops.
The Boy Scout.
It didn't do much.
Rambo's coming back. Well, to TV. Not including that crappy animated show that came out back in the 90s.
In the 90s, yeah. That
Lord.
wasn't bad, you know.
But there's a new live action. This one's gonna be cool.
Don't tell me Sylvester Stallone played Rambo. Oh,
we don't know about that yet. I doubt it.
Off.
I doubt that he's gonna do it. But there were. I don't know if this is. It hasn't been confirmed completely. But the working title is Rambo: New Blood, and it's gonna be Rambo training his son.
I like the idea of Rambo because I always like Rambo. First Blood 1, 2, and 3 just went a bit off. Then he came back as an old man, and it was all right. But it was like Sylvester Stallone in that face that looks like he's been beaten by some UFC gang. Like it's just it's cringe. It's like, dude, let it go. But then, why would I want to train my son to go through? No, maybe they should call it Bear Grylls.
Maybe there's an event though that he's on the run and he has to train his son to survive.
Yeah.
Something happens.
Yeah.
It depends on where they show it though. If it's on like an NBC, ABC, then write it off. But if it's on like a
AMC, HBO,
something that can have teeth and blood and guts, then it could be something worth checking.
And if they don't make it look as shite as Rush Hour.
See, I still haven't seen that, but I watched that Transporter TV show.
Oh my
God, that was garbage.
God, I tried to watch the film. I tried to watch the new one, and you know what? After 10 minutes, I switched it off. The moment he came on and he tried to be Jason Statham, it was just like it would have been better if they made him a different character.
Yeah, man, should have.
Yeah,
just a different
instead, they try.
Anchorman 3 is gonna happen.
How many stars? Like I loved Anchorman 1. I love is a strong word. I liked it. It was entertaining. That was fun.
Always entertaining.
Anchorman 2 was alright. Then it kind of just takes the jokes too far, which was, I call it the Wayans syndrome, where you can take a joke so far that it kills the vibe. And this time around they crammed so many faces in there, features, cameos, whatever you want to call it.
But that was all in one major sequence, that big fight at the end. They always do that shit.
Oh come on,
they had that in the first
through the film that was like that. And so for me, if they stay away from it, not that it hindered Anchorman, it didn't. Anchorman 2, it didn't hinder it at all. But I just don't want it to then lose its path where the jokes get more ridiculous, and then there's just more stars or cameos, and it's just kind of like, what is the actual point of them being there? That's what I'm afraid of, and that's it.
Well, the main story of this one is going to be Ron Burgundy versus the internet.
Nice.
Because it's going to be at that age now, isn't it? The early 80s.
Yeah, so he should be old.
Yeah, he's gonna be old, early 80s, so you're gonna see
progressive.
maybe Apple or Microsoft wanna come up.
Yeah.
And he's on his way out. That'd be interesting.
That would actually be good, because you know what? The last one, it was more about 24-hour news.
Yeah.
When that started happening, and I loved it. I loved it. That's entertainment.
See, we reckon he's gonna lose his job at the 24-hour station, and then he's gonna have a news show online.
Or he loses the 24-hour job because he's been outdone by all the rest of them, and everyone's now going to the internet. He's thinking, what the fuck?
But then
I don't even know about this, and then he goes on YouTube and creates a channel.
Then it'd have to be like, it couldn't be 80s, then it would have to be, if it's YouTube, it'd have to be now.
Because even when you look at the actual whole internet boom, it really didn't take off till like the noughties, as they call it, like the 00s, because
I remember
even
when
then it was late. It was like 2005-ish.
Yeah, but even then, I remember when we had internet in college, and I tried to go on like Wu-Tang's website, and you couldn't. It was like,
it was so slow.
Yeah. Thumbs up for Anchorman 3. Okay, Tom Hanks started his part in Toy Story 4, a movie which I still believe they shouldn't be making, but he started recording his audio.
Voice, yeah.
Why are they doing this, Dan?
Do you know what?
Why? It was a perfect, the perfect trilogy.
Milk it, and to
ended perfectly.
The only crap Toy Story was Toy Story 2.
No. That's what I'm saying. It was perfect. None of them were crap. None of them were crap.
I love Toy Story.
Perfect.
Even
1, 2,
2.
Perfect.
You know, and 3 definitely ended it on a great note. So maybe they've been handed off to, like, I don't know, his mum and dad shagged again, and
no, because he gave the toys away, innit? That was how it ended. He gave them to some next girl. Yeah. He was off to college. He didn't need him no more.
Journey. The girl could do some funny things with him.
It's just why? And this is gonna be them again, competing against computer games and consoles. A computer console's gonna come alive.
I'm not being
Is it gonna
funny,
be like Wreck-It Ralph?
They would lose.
Exactly.
In this day and age.
Exactly. So
when I see little kids on iPads and phones, and they can navigate that thing better than their parents who aren't tech savvy, it's game over. Let's be real. Why are they doing it? But I think it's gonna be awesome. Maybe they should do a prequel. When he first
then it wouldn't have Buzz. Because the first one was when he got Buzz. It was always about Buzz and Woody. That was
true.
It was their story. So you take that away, it changes the dynamic.
Buzz is fun.
Yeah, man. Corey is officially signed on again to be the first director to come back to do more than one Mission Impossible movie. The guy who did the last one is coming back.
Thank God.
Also wrote the last one.
Thank God.
And did Jack Reacher as well.
Thank God.
Him and Tom Cruise are like,
thank God,
bosom buddies. He wrote what's it as well, Edge of Tomorrow.
Thank God.
Like them two, they work well together.
Thank God. Do you know what? Mission Impossible, man. It's a good franchise. It's awesome. Yeah. Hopefully Tom Cruise doesn't die doing it. You know, you are old, dude.
Yeah, you fucking hanging on the edge of a plane, man. You're taking the piss. Taking the piss now. Who would have thought that Mission Impossible would be the spy movie? It would overtake Bond.
I did.
Really?
Yeah. Not that it would overtake Bond, because I never compared the two.
You have to do spy movie.
No.
It's a genre in itself, and that's part of it.
Nah. Bond is an assassin. What's his face in Mission
He's only
Impossible
just become an
is
assassin.
more of a secret agent.
Daniel Craig's era is only really just defined him as an assassin.
But he was always just an assassin.
I know, but they will still call him spy, so they still count as spy, even though he never really did spy shit.
He didn't do no spy shit, frankly.
But you can say that about War. He isn't spying on anybody, but that's still part of the spy.
He's an agent though.
He's not even not anymore. He's on the run. He was an agent.
Yeah, but you know,
this is the guy being chased.
I'm cool with that. I'm glad he's coming back as well. That last one was close.
They tried to watch it the other day. I thought this can't be as bad as I thought it was. It was.
But yeah, more Mission Impossibles, man. I'm down. He left it a bit late in his career, but that's a good thing.
Peter Jackson's going to direct an episode of Doctor Who.
I don't care about Doctor Who.
That's what I was about to say. What is it with Doctor Who that people going crazy for? That's got.
I love the way you said that. It was almost like Tourette's. You know, like when someone's holding in a secret, like, and they just really want to say it, and it's like, spoiler.
The thing is, I watched Doctor Who as a kid, And it wasn't because I loved it. It was just there wasn't many options as a kid.
The look of it's just budget. I know they've upped it slightly, but it's still just budget to me.
Are we alone? Is it really that good that people go so crazy for it?
Moving on.
Peter Jackson, though, what could he bring to it? Would he take that budget look away? It's only going to be an episode.
Big gorillas, rings.
Dude, you watching The Flash? You watching The Flash?
Yeah.
Grog. Killer Grog.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty good for TV, man.
I like The Flash. He's the only one that I've seen to
The
like.
only
that
one.
DC stuff.
That crossover with Arrow, it keeps reminding me how much I hate the Arrow characters. It's not even just like
You're the only one with superpowers. Exactly. That's why you all need to quit your job and go join Bruce Wayne and just walk around town in costumes.
I hate him.
Just saying.
The Arrow guy is just so annoying.
No, I like him, you know. But yeah, I think the problem I find with him is that I think he actually believes he's that character now.
No, I don't hate the actor. I hate the character. And he's just whiny, naggy, just hypocritical.
For long as Felicity's there, I will watch. But to be fair, I skipped the last 2 episodes because I couldn't be bothered. Supergirl, I'm over it.
I keep hearing that the last 2 episodes have turned the whole thing around.
Shut up.
I might have to try again.
Oh, don't. They're the ones I skipped as well.
Yeah, those are the ones. Apparently, Red Tornado and all these ones. It's
why you do this to me?
Next level shit now. It's got a full season order, so it's gonna have a chance.
The Legends of Tomorrow.
I wanna like Legends, but
I did like the last trailer.
It's Captain Cold and Heatwave. Those two,
Captain Cold. That name alone. It's like fucking
stupid. I don't want to see those guys. And you hear that's the thing. In that last trailer, you hear him saying about, I needed to find the greatest heroes in time to save time or whatever the fuck. And these are the people you can find. Captain fucking Cold. People with guns. That's all there are. Guns. Gremlins 3 is gonna take place 30 years after the last one.
I heard they wanted to do a really huge Gremlin. I was reading that somewhere. They want to do like a Godzilla-sized Gremlin.
Oh, how can you? No.
This was an idea.
This
was an idea.
It goes against.
Should they do another Gremlins? Again, look where we are in time, 30 years on.
That's the thing. Do you want it to be a sequel 30 years after last events, or do you just want them to start again and just...
No, I like the original Gremlins. I hated 2.
Yeah.
Although as a child I liked it.
It's 2 the one with the transvestite Gremlin.
Yes.
That went.
Yeah, and so yeah. I don't know. Can it? This is what they need to ask themselves. Can it find a new market with today's audience?
A new generation.
Because to be fair, the older generation, we're gonna see it and it'll be like.
Depends how it's written off. It's a good.
I want them to do me a Goonies, but then you do know.
Yeah, but you can't recapture that magic, can you?
No, you can't.
That's the thing.
Everything's good.
So let's get into the trailer of the week. We didn't get to speak to you when the Civil War trailer dropped, so let's give your opinion on that and how it compares to the Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Civil War trailer was nice. The universe looks dull, just like the last Avengers film, where the set just looked dull.
You think that's just the style, the director's style?
I think it is. I think it is the director's style. But I liked it, and then it was like Iron Man just pisses me off as a character.
Yeah. Finally, I'm not alone.
It's like I'm not being funny. Like your ego is one thing, but being a complete arse is another. And from the last Avengers movie, when Ultron was basically his alter ego, and it was like you realise you're a dick. You know, you're a dick. And then I watched Civil War trailer and it was like, you're still a dick. Like, you got no sense of loyalty to any single freaking person.
But that's part of why...
But then I didn't understand what the
I think
is his motivation.
We don't know that this for sure yet, but I think that's part of why he sides with the government for this, that he feels like, I fucked up. Someone should have been telling me. There should have been things that I was accountable for.
But you're still not accountable, you tosser.
But he's on the side of the government, so
the government's the worst people to be on the side of.
Yeah, but
exactly.
No, that.
Come on.
He's the one. Come on. If it's like the comic, then he's the one that's gonna be overseeing the whole thing.
Okay, he's gonna be a man in charge, is he? It's gonna be Hillary Clinton to Obama.
To some degree.
Right.
And Maria Hill as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. But as a movie, that shit looks good. And they haven't shown us fucking Spider-Man yet. I like that.
Oh my god, that's
Keeping
just gonna blow my mind. It's gonna blow my mind. When I first saw the Spider-Man trailer where his hand comes on screen, and it was like, I think that's what that would be like. If we get onto Batman to Superman as a separate trailer, I'll tell you my thoughts on that.
Go for it.
But yeah, no, Civil War I think looks awesome, and I can't wait. I've enjoyed the Captain America films more than I thought I would.
He's the one now.
Because for me, Captain America and his mighty shield, that was Captain America, and I don't know how he would translate. He wasn't one that I wanted to see on the big screen. And so I've been surprised. And he's got emotion. That's what I love.
Yeah, it's empathetic.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. Now, Batman versus Superman.
Love it, hate it. Did it show too much?
I messaged you about that as well, and I did say it showed too much. And then it even shows the point where they first see Wonder Woman. It was like, I'm not being funny, I'm not even looking forward to Wonder Woman being in the film, let alone as having her own film. But the fact that you just showed the part where they first see her, it was like...
Where she rescues the day. It was basically the equivalent.
God, why would you do that?
Not just her intro in her action introduction in the movie, but also they gave away... It's like the moment in the first Avengers film, in the trailer, where they gave away Iron Man falling from the sky, and you're thinking, what's gonna happen now? And then you see the Hulk come and catch him. And they gave that away in the trailer. It took all that tension out when you watched it in the film. It's like, oh, you know that he's just gonna fall and Hulk's gonna catch him. So, that's what they did with this.
With the actual trailer itself, it's almost like, what is the whole bad Superman thing? Are they homing to Superman, was it 2, 3? 3. Richard Pryor,
I think.
The back
No, it's 4.
It's 4. Okay. And so it's kind of like, where's that going? And I can understand his hate for Batman, because Batman's got no powers and he's just a knob.
But what do you think of that little conversation at the beginning?
At the press thing, they knew who each other were.
You reckon? Oh,
Batman knows, Bruce Wayne knows that's Superman. I had a feeling. Because he's thinking, you might fool everyone else with your glasses on, but I'm actually smart enough to know that your glasses on or off does not make a difference to me identifying who you are. The worst fucking disguise in history.
I bet it ain't. I reckon that was more for us, like a wink. It is stupid, but I think that was more of a wink for us. I don't think. But what do you think of Lex? I couldn't stand fucking Lex.
Fuck's sake.
I could not stand Lex.
I was looking forward to this, but it's just made the film a bit predictable for me. Lex was annoying. He was almost like a cross between the Riddler and the Joker smashed together.
Joel Schumacher's
Lex Luthor. It is ridiculous.
But do you think, people are thinking that this could just be Lex's
origin?
No, his facade.
Okay.
Like, he's like this in public, all goofy, but then when he comes through the
I don't believe it, because even in other clips, when they were on the rooftop, and I think he was talking about Doomsday or whatever the fuck, that thing from the Hulk was Abomination they borrowed from Marvel. And he was talking, and it was still that annoying, like, squeaky voice and stuff. And so no, it's not. It's actually Lex. What I think this is going to do, though, I think it's more of an origin of Lex Luthor, where he's a twisted little man, Well, Lex is actually a big man, but don't get me started. The timeline again, the age difference.
No, but I was about to get onto that.
But my whole thing is, and he has hair.
We don't.
So therefore,
they've released a photo of him bald, so.
No, it's his hair. This is what I believe, right? The whole Doomsday thing goes wrong somehow.
Yeah.
Right, and it's going to be caused by either both of them or one of them, Superman. And this is what causes Lex to lose his hair. And maybe, just maybe, he then gets pissed off because he can no longer do the whole head and shoulders. And that then the next movie, he's going to be a darker character.
Could be.
That's my theory.
Could be. There's a theory that a lot of people are thinking that, because this character's name is Lex Jr. A lot of people thinking that it could be Lex Senior, the father. They've already released the synopsis of this particular character to say that he built his empire on top of what his father had already built. Right. So the Lex empire was already there.
Okay, but then that kind of then, how does the whole then Superman and Lex Senior thing, where's that gone? That's
this Lex could die. This Lex, maybe something could happen to him. And then that brings the other Lex into it, and then he can blame Superman.
I like that.
The older Lex,
Got the bald head.
the Bryan Cranston. He's all the old, isn't it?
No,
Bryan
no,
Cranston.
no.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't know. We don't know. If he could just blame Superman.
or maybe he's so distraught that his son got killed that he shaves his hair in remembrance of his son and goes on a hate crusade.
Good. Yeah.
That's a bit hilarious.
Oh well, guys, that's it, man, for this week. The second take. Let us know. You interested in us doing the end of year roundup? Let us know. Right, comments down below.
Gotta do that. Gotta do that for the gaming.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm in a race. Second take. We out. Subscribe. Thumbs up. All that shit. We out.
Take it back. Take it back.